Pay attention. If you have at least one Shiba Inu coin, then you know that we are so big that we affect all of you. You really should not miss this video, so make sure you watch it all the way through. Nota bene. Shiba Inu took the first step towards building a Shiba identity yesterday when it added the Shib Name Service, or SNS, to Shibarium, a popular Layer 2 blockchain. In a recent blog post, Satoshi Kusama, the main developer of Shiba Inu, talked about a new update to Shibarium. Kusama said that the development team for the Shiba Inu ecosystem has built and launched the Shib Name Service on the Shibarium network. Let's quickly read the message he sent. Now is the time, which marks an important turning point in our trip. With bated breath and excitement, we proudly start our big project, a service called Shib named on Shibarium. Shib Identity is a decentralized identity platform that gives people control over their digital identities. This is the first step we're taking to build it. We made the Shib Name Service, or SWNS, as part of the Shib Identity environment. SWNS is a disruptor that adds something new to addresses that people can read. You will no longer have to find your way through complicated Shibarium addresses. You can instead use their unique Shib names to send tokens to friends and contacts. You can send your tokens to Bob Shib instead of a long and hard-to-remember wallet address like 0. That's interesting, right? Let's talk more about the good things about Shib Name Service. SNS takes complicated Shibarium addresses and turns them into easy names. Not only does this help people remember their names better, but it also makes using the Shibarium blockchain a better experience overall. NSA makes sure there is no one in charge. The fact that SNS are decentralized fits with our goal of giving people more power and getting rid of our dependence on third-party platforms. SN does more than just work with Shibarium addresses. You might be able to use it with other cryptocurrencies and even decentralized services. This adaptability makes new things possible and encourages new ideas in the blockchain space. Built on top of Shibarium, a safe platform. Strong protection features are built into SN. It gives you peace of mind by making sure that all of your transactions and contacts are safe. It can be very bad if you send assets to the wrong address. Probably already knows this. But if you send tokens to the wrong address or through the wrong network, you can't get them back. They're considered lost. This is because events on the blockchain are meant to be permanent. As soon as a transaction is sent to the network and approved, it is added to the blockchain permanently and can't be taken back. In the same way, this is like sending tokens to a burnt address, which is an address that is meant to destroy the tokens that are sent to it. This means that the tokens are taken out of circulation for good and can't be recovered. When giving tokens, it's important to be careful and double-check the address and network before making a transaction. SNS speeds up the process by lowering the risk of mistakes with addresses that people can read. This makes it much less likely that a mistake will happen. Just like I said above, your address will no longer look like 0. It will look like Bob Shib, which is a lot easier. SNS is made to work smoothly with many apps and services in the Shibarium environment. By recording names on a decentralized platform, this interoperability gives users a more complete experience and makes it easier for different platforms to work together. SNS makes sure that they can't be controlled from one place or taken down. It gives people power and keeps their names safe from being stolen. Being a Shib isn't just a smart play on words. In the world of decentralized identity systems, it's a big change. Shib Identity's main goal is to give people more power by giving them back control over their digital identities. It does this by offering self-custodial authentication, decentralized credentials that can be checked, smart wallets, and compliance with W3C standards for self-sovereign identification. This may make you wonder what SNS has to do with Shib Identity in a bigger picture. The answer lies in what it stands for. Self-custodial authorization. Being the most important users of Shib Identity are given control over their digital identities through self-controlled login systems. This is important in a world where centralized systems are common. Second, decentralized identities that can be checked. Shib Identity lets people gather and show their credentials without relying on a central authority. This keeps them safe and can't be changed on the blockchain. Smart wallets come in third place. Shib Identity makes on-chain self-custodial smart wallets, which give users more protection and control over their assets, including more than just deals. Fourth, follow the W3C standards. Chief Identity is in line with the self-sovereign identity standards set by the World Wide Web Consortium. This means that it can be recognized around the world and work with a wide range of systems and services. Fifth, the reputation karma system identity knows how important trust is in the digital world and includes a system to keep track of good acts and trustworthiness, helping people in the community build trust naturally. It's good to know that SNS and Sheep Identity are not separate projects. They're important parts of our bigger plan. The center. The hub is meant to be a great game that is built on the identity framework. Imagine a system where decentralized apps, or DApps, do well. Interoperability is the rule, and the key to getting into different services is your identity. As a center point, the hub will make sure you have full control over your data identity and assets while also allowing a smooth, connected experience. Peer-to-peer messaging is an important part of the identity environment and opens up new ways to protect data. There is no central location that stores or reads your chats, so they are only seen by the person you are talking to. This has a lot of benefits. First, improved privacy. Ship Identity lets you have end-to-end encrypted conversations, which means that only the people you want to see your messages can read them, increasing safety and privacy. Second, use the reputation or karma method to cut down on spam. Sheep Identity successfully blocks spammy or malicious users, keeping your inbox safe and free of unwanted messages. The third one is direct connection. Sheep Identity lets users talk to each other directly, without going through a third party. This makes real-time conversations faster and better for users. Fourth, it works with the Sheep name service. The Sheep Identity service works perfectly with the Sheep name service. This makes sending messages easier because users can use their human-readable Sheep domain to send messages, making it easier for people to use. Please let me know if you think this is cool and if you plan to use this tool. I'd be interested to read what you think about that. You may be wondering how to get your Sheep name service OneConnect wallet. To begin, link your wallet to the app. To look for a name, in the search bar, type the name you want and then click Buy. 3. Choose Purchase Period when you find a match. Pick from the options the number of years you want to buy the name for. If the transaction is accepted, a MetaMask pop-up will ask you to confirm the transaction. OK it. Go ahead and sign it. 5 purchases went well. After the transaction goes through, you can look at the names of the things you bought in the My Names list or on Shibarium to see more information about the transaction. Look at 6. If you want to buy more than one name, just add them to your cart and go to the checkout page from there. 7. Look at your names on the My Names page. You can see all the names you've bought. If you click on a name, you will see more information about that name, the NFT that goes with it, and the transaction data. Please keep in mind that the IOU you have now is just a placeholder